Hello, beautiful family. Thank you for joining this sacred temple space. I am Ashlea Piefer, also known as Metaphysical Ash, and I want to invite you into a space of coherence, heart, and awareness. So take a moment. I have something really special. I'm excited to share with you all in today's session. I have just come back from a beautiful trip visiting different areas of Mexico and Belize, and something really profound and beautiful happened. So, wherever you are, however you are, I'm going to encourage you, come into your body. Notice where you are, the seat that supports you. Maybe you're standing, maybe you're walking. Maybe you're listening as you navigate your day, as you focus on your house chores. I want you to tune into your body because I want you to feel what we're going to be bringing through today. I want you to feel it like I felt it on the river in Belize as I tuned in to something, someone, an essence that's very, very special and profound. It was less than a week ago that I got back. I took a trip. I had an excursion. It was a 50-minute boat ride. Notice your shoulders, front of your chest, solar plexus. If you feel inclined, open your spheres, open your thousand petal lotus on the top of your crown, your high heart, your solar plexus. I want you to notice how you feel in this space as I continue with this story, bringing through frequencies. So I had this adventure. I had this beautiful adventure that I was guided to take. And we were on a riverboat, traveling for about 50 minutes in the Mayan jungles of Belize. And on this boat, from the moment I stepped on that boat and sat down, I felt something. And it was a warmth in the center of my chest, expanding in my entire torso, filling me up like a sunrise. And I wasn't sure what this was. So I just surrendered to it. I started to see these beautiful geometries underneath my feet. I tuned in to my vertical pillar. I recognized and brought awareness to the fact that I am, you are, we are the medium between Earth and cosmos. There was an intelligence on that river, an intelligence, an essence, what I call a gatekeeper for the elemental realms, specifically water, but it didn't feel like water. It felt like sunshine. And it was feminine. She introduced herself to me as Oshun, and she filled me up like a container. Notice your body, front, back, side to side, top of the head, bottom of your feet. I want you to notice your skin in that space within. Take a deep breath. See if you can tune into the frequencies in this virtual temple space provided by Ocean. We had a tour guide on the boat, and he was a Rasta man. Beautiful energy, tuned in. He gleamed like the sunrise. That's what I saw in his aura. And he was just telling us stories, different, I suppose, interesting things about the land, about the Mennonites. There were quite a few of them there in that area of Belize. But he did not mention Ocean, the keeper of the waters, of beauty, prosperity, abundance. I could feel it coming through that water, up through my body, expanding at my solar plexus as she filled me with divine light. This is my first time ever meeting this deity, this Risha. She's a Risha. I don't know a lot about these Rishas. Throughout my journey, these beings come to me. They recognize me as I'm seated from the stars, connected with those higher celestial spheres. And they introduce themselves. And these are the keepers of the land. This is the intelligence that brings that matter into form. And what an honor it was to meet her, to tune into that. Less than a week since I've had that experience, and I'm still acclimating to those frequencies. You'll notice I get a little bit emotional. It's because what she did was she shifted my waters, my molecular structure. She gave me something. And because we're tuned in, we're tapped in, we're aware of those frequencies, of that intelligence, of what is available, you can tune into it. It's a frequency memory. My desire, my hope, my intention is to share that with all of you in this virtual temple space. As you notice your body, as you connect to the breath, as you feel into your solar plexus, allowing that sacred light to fill you. The river ride was a blissful experience. It was something I'll never forget and desire to share with all of you. So notice your skin, the space that you're in. I want you to tune in to the body, your bones. This is how you come into pure presence. Recognize where you are in space and time. You're building psychic awareness. You're expanding those higher sensory perceptions. We're moving out of the mind and into the body. Notice how the sound enters you. Where do you feel it? Use your breath to bring you fully into the body. See if you can take a deep breath and harmonize the entire organism that is you. Awaken your sacred light. Tune into every cell of your body. You know you're vibrating in time and space. This container is evergreen. As I sit here and record this, tuning into that frequency memory from when I was on that river, and she was speaking to me and providing that download, that frequency exchange, I'll carry that with me into different places, spaces, and times. And you can do the same thing. It begins by quieting the mind and noticing your body. Notice the tip of your nose, back of the neck. We get a lot of distortions around the side of the head, back of the neck, shoulders. That's where dense energies, heaviness, stuff likes to stick to our auric field. The faster, higher you vibrate, the more gunk you're going to attract. So that spiritual housekeeping is really important. So in this space, notice yourself 360 degrees, whatever you're doing, wherever you are. Maybe you're listening to me on the fly and you're in a populated environment where you have your kids in the background, or you're cooking dinner, or you're doing laundry, or maybe you're even working. Notice your body. A clean, energetic field feels spherical. If you have density, it's going to feel heavy. Now, what happens is you'll carry that. You'll go into different environments, stuff will stick to you. Next thing you know, you'll become agitated. You'll start to have thoughts that are heavy, dense, negative. You are translating the energy that is around you. So breath is your tool, using that to connect with the breath, using that to tune into the body, those higher sensory perceptions, and start spherically clearing out your field. And these are quite powerful as well. You know, clear it out. That helps also. You start thinking negative. I choose my thoughts. Clear, cancel, dissolve. And imagine yourself radiating like the golden sun, connecting to every cell in your body using your breath, your intention, your will, noticing your body front to back, side to side, top to bottom, the entirety of your being claimed in service to the Most High. What that's going to do is start to extract and disconnect any of those frequencies that have been actualizing themselves through you. I'm speaking really quantum. I mean, we could go woo-woo with this. We could go spiritual, angels, demons, frequencies. Intelligent frequencies within the field of consciousness that seek to actualize themselves. Your commitment, your intent, your will. That is the way. Mind is your tool. You use your mind. Do not allow your mind to use you. If your mind starts to challenge you and you have those overactive thoughts, the negativity, the hypochondriac behavior, come into your senses. I want you to get yourself some essential oils. Start to smell that. I want you to get yourself some healthy candies or, something you can put in your mouth, bringing all your focus to other senses of the body. I want you to take a walk and notice how your feet feel with each step that you take. This is how you quiet the mind. This is how you come into presence and you shift your authority to the heart. This is quantum. This is beyond logic, anything you've ever known. Notice where you are, your spine. Once you feel your whole spine, take a deep breath. Feel that spine expand. See if you can bring awareness to each vertebrae. And I want to tune in even more so to those sacred waters. The sacred waters that cover our planet and ocean, who comes with love, peace, abundance, golden light, prosperity. If you intend to connect, if you desire to serve our planet as a creator, connecting with your highest aspect of self, that is your will. That is the way. And I can tell you from personal experience, when you set that intention and you become disciplined and dedicated to the path without judging yourself, you give yourself grace, compassion, understanding, support. Things will change. Your logic will change. Your body will change. Your life will change. And this is not something you can think yourself into. You feel into it. This is the new human. This is the way. We're shifting authority from the mind to the heart. Now, once you have reached that point of moving through heart coherence, then you can start using your mind as a tool. But this is a process. What I've seen, what gets me a little worked up and shows me where I still need to work on myself, is that we become drunk on information. Consume, consume, consume. What do you know? Who are you being? Can we look in the eyes of our peers and recognize the divinity? That comes when you shift authority to the heart. I just experienced my first conference, and it really lit a fire underneath me to do more, to show up more, to teach more. Because in order to bring in new paradigms, we have to move in a new way. And it is not through intellect, it is heart coherence. If you find yourself asking someone questions to judge their level of intelligence or spiritual knowing, you're not getting it. You're not walking in unity. And that is my goal. I'd like to hope that yours is similar, to unify the spheres, to connect through the heart. This is how we do it. Taking a deep breath in, notice your body. The crystalline structure that is you. When you cut a human open, water doesn't come out because that water has shifted into a crystalline structure. Can you imagine that? Can you observe that? Can you take a deep breath in and intend to connect with your sacred waters, the waters that run through you? On the river with ocean, there was a lot that came through about the land, the people, the awakening that's spreading. The elemental realms are changing first. Observe nature. Nature will teach you what you need to know about where we're headed. Pay attention to how she organizes herself. There is also no death in nature. Nature knows how to nature. Whale knows how to whale. Tree knows how to tree. Humans are learning how to human. Take a deep breath in. I want you to feel that sacred sun just above the belly button. Breathe into that. Can you imagine that golden light moving into your sacred waters? The crystalline structure of your being as you are here and now, present with this body, with this persona, with this avatar. I am as we are. You are as it is, your structure of reality. Through intention, commitment, you can make waves of change in your environment. And let me tell you something about harnessing that light. The more you pull in, the more aware you're gonna become of incongruence, of dissonance, of the darkness within your field and within others. This is not a reflection of you. This is what you illuminate as you hold that. And this is something that I found challenging on my path. Always asking, Is there something wrong with me? I tend to trigger people. They tend to tweak or express their darkness. This is a gift. With this gift comes responsibility to not take it personal and to hold loving compassion as you claim and command your sovereignty. That includes the mind, because thought streams are very powerful. We have a lot of new earth leaders finding this information, finding me. And you may be wondering, what am I missing? What is wrong with me? Why do I trigger people? You are the light. And when a light enters a room, you're going to see what's in the corners. Honor the part that you play. Release any judgment of other and self. And use discernment. Discern when and where you want to go. If you know you're moving into a space where you're going to trigger some things and you're not feeling super sovereign, like you can handle that, you don't have to. You have free will. But remember who you are. Intend to honor the Most High. There is a lot going on this planet, not just for humanity, but for the different celestial and extraterrestrial spheres. So many energies are playing out on this planet. And for the star seeds, you may be from the stars, but we're all evolving together. Intend to unify, hold that positive polarity or neutrality, that 0 point. That is you, sovereign in your body, unshakable by frequencies. And it starts through what we're doing here, cultivating awareness. Awareness of the subtle spheres of energy around your body once you move out of mind. This is very challenging to do if you are still constantly running ideas, stories, programs. You have to quiet the mind. And that's why I suggested practical tools such as scent, taste, touch. Get yourself some things that you can touch, you can squeeze, you can turn, bringing you into body. Very powerful for the star-seeded individuals. We're bringing those frequencies into us, getting really grounded in our being, your entire body, bones, muscles, soft tissue, cardiovascular system, endocrine, lots of changes. So many changes for all of us. Focus on your embodiment. The information will naturally flow through you and to you as you tune in. Notice the front of your chest, that sacred heart, that electric heart. Taking a deep breath in. I appreciate every single one of you for joining this virtual temple space and allowing me to share that story, that divine connection. I hope you will feel into this container and refer to it anytime you need a little bit of a charge, because the frequencies do charge, what she brings is very electric, elevating. If you notice the front of your chest, where that solar plexus is as well, just breathe into that. Can you imagine a golden sun expanding inside of you? Use that psychic focus. Yes, you can. Thank you for joining me in this virtual temple space. Until next time, I'm Ashlea Piefer, also known as Metaphysical Ash, and we will connect again soon.